Today, we're diving into some pretty incredible Q3 2025 results from the private jet maker Bombardier. These numbers are showing some serious momentum, so let's get right to it. Okay, let's just start with one giant number that really tells a huge part of the story here. $16.6 billion. So what is that number? Well, that's Bombardier's order backlog. It's basically all the jets they've already sold but haven't even built yet. And get this, it's a 5-year high for the company. That tells you just how intense the demand for their planes really is right now. Okay, so we've got this massive backlog. The big question is, what's actually driving this incredible performance? Let's dig in and find out. It really boils down to Bombardier's super smart 2-part business model. Think of it like a powerful engine. On one side, you've got the sale of brand new jets. And on the other, you have the top-notch services they provide for all the thousands of their planes that are already flying around the world. And when you look at how the revenue breaks down, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, the lion's share, over $1.7 billion, that's from selling shiny new jets. But don't sleep on that services slice. That $590 million is absolutely crucial. It's a high-margin part of the business that just keeps bringing in steady, reliable cash. And they are definitely getting planes out the door. We're talking 34 jets delivered this quarter alone, which is 4 more than this time last year. But here's the really important part. A lot of those are their big, large cabin global jets. And you know what that means, right? Bigger price tags and much healthier profit margins. And remember that second part of the engine I mentioned? Here it is. Those aftermarket services, maintenance, spare parts, upgrades for the planes already out there, that business is just booming. We're talking a 12% surge in revenue. This is not some side hustle for them. It's a core part of their whole growth plan. Okay, so making a lot of money is great, but a truly healthy company needs a rock-solid financial foundation. So let's peel back the curtain a bit and look at the core health of the business. And what we're going to see is some seriously good financial discipline. All right, this next number, 1.3, it might look small, but trust me, it is incredibly important. This is their book-to-bill ratio, and it's a fantastic indicator of what's coming down the pike. So what does that actually mean? Well, put it this way. For every 10 jets that Bombardier delivered, they took in 13 brand new orders. That's why that massive backlog we talked about just keeps getting bigger. It's proof that demand is actually outpacing their ability to build the planes, which is a great problem to have. And now for what might be the most impressive number of the whole quarter, $152 million. In a business like building jets, which just eats up money, cash is absolutely king. And that's how much free cash flow they generated. Now, to really put that into perspective for you, that is a $279 million improvement over the same time last year. That's just a massive turnaround. It shows this company has really become a well-oiled machine when it comes to turning great performance into cold, hard cash. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The CEO himself, Éric Martel, came out and confirmed all this, pointing to just how strong demand is across the board, from both individual jet setters and the big fleet operators. But look, strong finances, that's just one part of the story, right? The other part, the really exciting part, is about pushing the boundaries of what's even possible in aviation. And that brings us to their incredible new flagship jet. So just this past November, Bombardier hit this massive milestone. They got their new Global 8000 certified. And listen, this isn't just another private jet. We're talking about the world's fastest civilian jet to get certified since the Concorde. Yeah, that Concorde. Just look at these specs. They are unreal. First, the range, 8,000 nautical miles. To give you an idea, that's enough to fly nonstop from Singapore all the way to Los Angeles. Then there's the speed, Mach 0.95. That is literally just kissing the sound barrier. And it's all official. It got the green light from Transport Canada on November 5th. And you see that lowest cabin altitude point? That is a total game changer. What it means is the air pressure inside the jet feels like you're only at about 2,600 feet. The result? You feel way less tired, way less jet lagged. For those crazy long flights, that is a massive, massive selling point. Okay, so let's take a step back. We've seen incredible sales, super solid financials, and some absolutely game-changing technology. So, what does this all mean when we zoom out and look at the big picture for Bombardier? Well, this success is definitely not an accident. It's the result of a really clear 3-part strategy that they're just executing perfectly. Pillar 1, lead the business jet market. Well, with the Global 8000, check. Pillar 2, expand those high-margin aftermarket services. With a 12% jump, check. And Pillar 3, grow their defense revenues. It's a simple plan, and it is clearly paying off big time. And you know who else is seeing this? Wall Street. Analysts are overwhelmingly positive on this company. We're talking 10 buy or strong buy ratings, and not a single negative one. And that confidence is showing up in the stock price, which is more than doubled just this year. That's some serious investor belief right there. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that the company's leadership feels this isn't just a flash in the pan. They are confident they can keep this momentum going. I mean, the CEO himself said it best. They're heading into the end of the year with, and I quote, excellent momentum across the board. Which leaves us with one final, pretty exciting question. After a tough period of transformation, is it possible this incredible quarter isn't the peak, but actually just the beginning? When you have record orders lined up for years and a groundbreaking new jet about to hit the market, well, it really does feel like we could be watching the start of a whole new high-flying era for Bombardier.